Asian Party.
Welcome back to Asian Party.
I'm Nikki.
And I'm Nina.
And this is episode 3.
Episode 3 of Asian Party podcast called Time to Be Thankful.
Time to be thankful. And today we'd like to really talk about our first topic.
Yes.
Which is people that inspire us in the past or even today. And we'd like to share that with you and kind of also, it'll also kind of shed light on kind of who we are as well.
Yeah.
And just like things that we're interested in.
What makes us move.
Exactly.
What makes us tick.
Why don't you go first, Nina?
All right, you guys. So, people who inspire me, especially in the Asian community, I personally, like to this day and forever, will probably always say Rich Brian. I love Rich Brian.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Rich Brian along with 𝗙𝗏𝗏 and 𝗙cie. So those are like my top 3 Asian peoples in the media that I love, and I'm constantly watching and supporting. And why I love them, one of the reasons, 88 Rising, Rich Brian. I actually was a super big fan of 88 Rising before Rich Brian, actually. I think that was when the High Brothers did their first song, 7-Eleven. I'm just doing some shout outs right now. But basically, they introduced me to 88 Rising, and I found Rich Brian. And for those of you guys who know, that wasn't his name before. But I love Rich Brian and 𝗙𝗏𝗏 and 𝗙cie because obviously I love music. I'm a musician. I'm a singer. I say that, but like people are like, you never like have performed or anything. I'm like,
She's amazing. You guys need to hear her voice. Oh my gosh, like an angel.
Thank you. She's too sweet.
Powerhouse. You're a powerhouse.
Thank you. I appreciate you for that. But yeah, so basically, one of the reasons why I really, really respect and love and admire Rich Brian too is, well, he's younger than us, but also he is one of those artists that like, he basically kind of helped not build 88 Rising, but he's one of the artists that really did. And also he's one of the artists that is making a lot of the money for them too. Similar to like how YG was back in the day with like Big Bang and 21. But Rich Brian, literally, like if you listen to a lot of his music, he talks a lot how he like hasn't been home in like almost 2 years. Like he's literally just been, ever since he like popped off, he's just been touring, making music. He's been living in California. Like during the pandemic, he did a music video of himself. He shot it everything by himself, like on a phone. And he was like, because it was the pandemic, like people couldn't go out to film it. So he just like did his own little like, and I really respect that because I feel like one thing is like in the Asian community, music is not something that I feel like a lot of parents are very like, yeah, go do that.
Absolutely.
So for an Asian man to be like, yep, I'm gonna like
pursue
put all
this
this work in, leave my country, go do all this music, and then like, he even in his songs, he's like, I don't even got a, citizenship here. Like he's all like, I'm just on a green card or like something like that. And that's why I respect him so much. And 𝗙𝗏𝗏 and 𝗙cie, well, for those of you guys who don't know, 𝗙𝗏𝗏 is on the rise. 𝗙𝗏𝗏 is an amazing, beautiful, phenomenal Vietnamese singer, R&B artist. If you guys hear her, you guys are probably like, bro, she got a voice. She's amazing. She's phenomenal. She's on the rise. She's really popping right now, especially with Spotify. And then 𝗙cie. So I love 𝗙cie a lot. I don't know if you guys know 𝗙cie's backstory, but 𝗙cie was originally a nurse. He was actually a nurse. I found this out. His song Skeletons is basically the song that he wrote about how he was like not happy with where he was and his life, and he really wanted to do music. But people will always tell you otherwise, right? Like have go into the medical field, have something to fall back on, like stuff like that. And he wrote this song literally about how he was like wants to pursue his dream, but he is too tired. It's not too tired. It's like he's just living this life that he's not happy with. Yeah. So I really love the 3 of them because I think that we as a community, like there's a lot of Asian artists out there, but we haven't really been able to, not saying that we haven't, but we aren't there yet to a point where like, we got a Drake, or a Doja Cat or something like that. We got amazing artists, and I know that they could all be up there, but not all of them have hit billboards and everything yet. It's like, I know our time is yet to shine. But yeah, I really love Rich Brian, 𝗀𝗏, and 𝗙cie. I just feel like they put a lot of work into their art and their craft. They don't give a fuck what anybody has to say about their music, whether you like it or not. They're dropping it, and just on the rise. I think as an artist myself, I'm like, oh, I love seeing people who look like me on stage singing stuff. Like when I saw 𝗀𝗏 for the first time, her music video, I was so shook. I was like, who the fuck is this thick ass girl who is making music and she's Asian? I literally thought she was Hmong for a second. I had to do hella research finding out she's Vietnamese. But she is phenomenal. So I just put y'all on 3 new artists if you guys have not heard them. Let's drink to our Asian artists. 𝗀𝗏, 𝗙cie, Rich Brian, everybody under that radar. Yes, 88 Rising, everything.
𝗔𝘀𝗶𝗵. Oh my god, she's amazing. She's someone that I just founded this year. Actually, I met her at this premiere of 𝗔𝘀𝗶𝗵. She's so sweet. I play her song Real Love that she just released like a month ago. I played it like nonstop, but she's an amazing artist. She's an influencer as well. She actually just did a paid partnership with Disney.
What?
And yes, I just was looking through her Instagram, and you see how much artists really do for themselves. And I can also piggyback off what you said about 𝗙cie. Like, I feel like every Asian family always, every mom and dad, right? They want you to go into the medical field, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an engineer.
Go make money.
And it's like that is kind of like our pressure is to be something. And the thing is, what they think about is just making that money. But a lot of the times, our Asian parents and elders don't understand that you can also make a lot of money doing different things. And so I think those top 3 occupations were heavily...
And Asian parents said, happiness is money. And we're like, what? Yeah. Okay. There's more to happiness, but it's okay because we're the newer generation, right? Like we're the ones who are learning, we're adapting, we're adjusting, and it's up to us to teach and understand the older generation too. But yeah, I'm like, those are my 3, but tell me about yours.
Hold on. I gotta ask you though.
Oh.
Okay, so what's your favorite song from 𝗀𝗏? And what's your favorite song from Rich Brian and 𝗙cie?
Okay, right now, my favorite song from 𝗀𝗏, I love all her music, but right now I really love Girls Don't Cry.
Yes!
Because it's literally like a song about how you're not supposed to cry, and I cry all the time. It's a song about how you cry, but you don't want people that know that you cry. A Rich Brian song that I really like, oh my god, super good. Well, Get Your Mans. That is a pop-in song. I still love it. I'm mad it did not make Billboard. I honestly thought it was going to make Billboard. They had a lit-ass music video. I'm going to promo it right here above us. I mean, for those of you guys who are watching the YouTube video. But yeah, and then I'll have the link below because I love Rich Brian. Such a good music video. And then 𝗙cie. I think my favorite 𝗙cie song would probably have to be... That's tough. Okay, either Beside You or Angostura.
Oh yeah, I really like Beside You. That's my go-to for 𝗙cie.
Dude, it's weird. It's like a sad song, but it's also a love song.
Yes.
So I listen to it when I'm happy, but I'm also sad.
Don't cry? Don't cry, baby.
Yeah, it's I can't think of it. Oh yeah, it's just you and I and no other guys. We got no interruptions and we got vibe. I think that. Don't lie, baby, don't lie.
What it is, don't lie.
His love never felt right. Yeah. So they can't copyright us because we didn't actually have the song. We sang that.
Yeah.
That was our cover.
Our version.
If you like that, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like that, give us a thumbs up.
Yes, don't thumbs down anything.
There's no thumb down.
Or else you're gonna get disowned.
She brought the button in. It is button
our
time.
disown button.
Disowned. But tell me, who was yours?
Oh my gosh.
I need to know who your inspiration be.
So I had a lot of inspirations growing up. But I feel like the one recently that kind of hit me the most is 𝗙𝗏 Dang. And I talk about her a lot. I reference her.
Yes.
Yeah. So 𝗙𝗏, I always knew of 𝗙𝗏 Dang.
Bro, we met her.
We met her. Close girlfriend. growing up, and so watching Brian post, you know, like on these YouTube videos and stuff like that, he was also a really great inspiration for a lot of our young men and women growing up, especially in
such
dance.
a good dancer. Such a good dancer.
Yeah, but Asia, so like I actually didn't really get to watching Asia until the pandemic hit.
Oh.
And she created the master planner, and I loved how she budgeted. And for me at that time, because like, okay, not everyone got the privilege. Okay, I'm gonna say privilege, but obviously it sucks. It sucks not having a job. But obviously there was aid during the pandemic. I worked all throughout the pandemic. I never got any like like leave or unemployment on top of that, like $400 or $500 on top of that every week. And it was so nice to see people.
No, not essential. No, that was like for essential workers. Yeah.
I forgot what it's called, but I basically didn't do that. I worked all through the pandemic for the first year.
She said, "How dare I?"
I was like, "How come I'm not fired?"
She's working too hard, man.
Why am I not fired? I'm so pissed.
Bro, whole pandemic and she's still working through it.
I know. And so at that time, like, it was just like a lot of bills were on my plate too, and there was just so much going on, and I was also in debt, and I was like, how do I like change my life around? How do I manage and how do I budget? Because at this point in time, like I'm not making a lot, you know. And the kind of job that I was in, I was working in a sales position. Even though I am a daytime recruiter, it was all about incentives and hitting that bonus and hitting your quotas and, you know, getting percentages off of like all that. Yeah. And so I had to work hard. I had to work long hours. I didn't work hard. I had to work long hours, talk to a lot of people every day just to make those hires, just to make more money for myself. And my paychecks fluctuated. And so I found Asia Dang, and she started posting on YouTube like about how to plan, you know, like master planner. Like, and I love how it's laid out. I just purchased a 2023 master planner. And
wait, curious, how much was it?
It's $40.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
time to go get me a planner.
Actually, I bought you one too.
Oh damn! Oh my god!
I love it because like I got the one that wasn't dated, so she has separate ones. So she has dated ones and she has not like undated ones.
So you can like make it yourself.
And I was like, you know what, you and I are really creative, and I know like you can draw, and you know you got colored pencil somewhere, and you know, and you could use it for like work, your personal life, your business, whatever, and you can date it and you can make it your own. But I was like, I would love to gift this to you as well, because I know recently you talked about like you asked me like how do you like, what do you do, you know. And so, Asia, you are an inspiration. We also met you at the We Are Golden Adrian Purr's gallery.
Yes.
You know, just highlighting all of our Southeast Asian cultures. So, she was so sweet. And when I first saw her, like, I tried not to freak out, but I was like,
nobody heard. Hey, Asia.
I love your master planner. And she just like lit up.
She was so sweet, you guys.
She's so sweet.
So sweet. Yeah, I never met her or knew her.
Yeah, like I just felt like she was
and she was like a normal, like, not trying to say like, she was so normal. She was just like, hi. Oh yeah, nice to meet you. I'm like, bro, you don't know me. Like, she's so humble. Like,
yeah, I like, and just her energy was really bright. She told us, she was like, do you guys want to eat? Did you guys eat? Go get some food back.
I know she was pulling the Asian mom. Like, I'm like, okay.
Asian mommy, auntie, you know, really great friend. Like, go eat. Like, it's so sweet. I'm like, I felt like I was like at home. Someone else's home.
Dude, she was so sweet.
But yeah, another thing about like how something that I picked up from her master planner and just financial planning and being smart is that I actually started paying things off whole in a lump sum. And although it hurt me in the beginning, if you just stay disciplined with your money, it's gonna help you out so much the next month or in the long run. And obviously, like, not a lot of people do that because paying off a lump sum of like debt, you know, like things like that. It's not fun. But at that time, it was like pandemic, 2020, 2021. So
She's like, ain't going nowhere anyways.
You know, the only thing I like get is like food.
She said DoorDash.
But I learned that, and like I was able to pay off like even things like my phone, my actual device on my phone plan. Like that helped. It cut down bills. You know, things like that kind of helped you become a little bit smarter in your financial planning. And then how I like did it was I took whatever I used to pay for the phone plan, like $20 a month.
Yeah. And
I added that to a savings every month. And my savings just kind of built from that. I did that with like my phones. Because I pay for my little brother's phone bill too.
That's smart.
Yeah, you know. And so what I took from that, I put it somewhere else, and I just kind of let that grow. And so I hope that this brings, gives you guys some light into financial planning. But definitely look at Master Planner. It's not it's not spelled like Master Planner. It's actually MSTRPLN. I think. Right here.
We're gonna put it right there.
Follow 𝗙cie 𝗶𝗹𝗍. She's amazing, great, humble individual, and she doesn't just have master planners for personal life. She actually has a wedding planner. She just got married to Brian, and she also has a school planner and like other planners. And there's also tips and tricks on masterplan.com that I also use. Kind of looked here and there, and so she's got a lot of great influential things, especially as a woman. Finding this and kind of working, doing it for her and sharing it to all of us. I think it was really nice.
I bet she like never stresses.
Girl, she stresses.
Oh, okay. I was like, dude, she has a planner for like every day. I was like, I'm sitting here like, bro, I don't even know what I'm gonna do tomorrow.
It's great. Yeah, but like if you watch some of her YouTube videos, like she will really tell you like, I stress about this and I stress about this, but like this is how I become productive. And I love it. She's always like working on a solution.
I need to watch more of her videos.
Yeah, she's great.
I've seen one of her her budgeting ones, but maybe I need to watch more of her other like videos too. Yeah. But I did follow that Instagram page you sent me, the planning budgeting. I like that, so I'm gonna have to.
Oh yeah, that one's cool. I'm gonna start that one too.
Do I like that?
I'm like, that's gonna be
it's
like
a constant reminder every day. Like I should put money away. Yeah, I should put money away.
Even if it's $100.
Yes.
That's $20 a week. That's making moves.
That's $100 you wouldn't have had.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then you get to splurge that on something like a nice vacation or whatever you've been planning for. So.
Yep.
Another influential or another inspiration that I recently had it's pretty recent, but it's Anime Wong. She is did you hear about her in the news?
Who that?
She is actually the first Chinese American. She was born in like 1905 in LA, and she's going to be on the quarter of the US currency.
The quarter?
The quarter.
Wait, we are removing, what's his name, George Washington?
I believe so. I think she's going to be on the back. Okay, sorry. I think she's only going to be on the back.
Oh, okay. So we gonna have him, but
don't quote me on that though. But I know she's gonna be on the currency of our quarter, and I just thought that was so amazing. Like we haven't had that's such a monumental moment for a lot of Asian Americans.
Yeah.
And I was so inspired. I'm like, oh my god, like who is this girl?
Holy crap.
And she actually was also the first Asian American woman to star in Hollywood. And so if you read a lot of her articles, she was underpaid. So like I was reading about how she was in this one movie. Damn. And one of the lead actresses, she was like a lead or supporting actress, but one of the lead actresses made like $76,000 in that movie, and she only made $6,000. Although she had like more lines or just a few less lines than that, woman. Like it was just and like also she also lived through a time where there was a lot of I'm gonna say it wrong, miscegenation. Where people, right, like they act as you.
Misogyny or is it misogynation? Okay, yeah.
Misogyny is against women.
Oh, right. I was like, that's a whole different word.
Miscegenation is like a white person going into a movie acting as an Asian person. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we've seen that a lot.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of that.
Miscegenation. I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah.
Miscegenation.
Yeah. I can think of a couple movies. or a lot of movies,
lot of
actually, a
movies.
handful, where there was a lot of misogyny. Am I saying it right? I'm gonna just
Dude,
Google
Google
this real
it.
quick.
Google it, and it'll tell you.
Miscegenation.
Wait, say it again?
Miscegenation.
Yeah, you said it right.
Interbreeding of
Miscegenation.
people considered to be of different racial types. And so she lived through that. And, like, she spoke up about it, too. Like, she would tell the newspapers, like, you guys are,
Respect.
you know, painting a picture where, like, this is not who we are. This is not Chinese Americans. This is not Asian Americans.
Yeah.
You know, also, like, you know, I think that was also the time of, like, the railroads as well. When, you know, they were building the railroads. And so she lived through a time where it was really hard to be in the spotlight. And so now to know that she's going to be on our quarter,
bro.
it's great. Let's drink to that.
That's wild. To the quarter.
But, I mean, I had a lot of inspirations growing up, especially, I had a lot of personal inspirations, like, especially as a kid, going to church and stuff. I really looked up to all my aunties, but in terms of people who are well-known or are out there making a name for ourselves, I would say Asia Dang, and then just recently, Anna May Wong.
That's so cool.
That I could think of at the top of my head that has recently inspired me today.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Okay, well then the next question I have for you is...
Fly.
It's okay, because we fly. That's why he's kicking it with us. Wherever he at. Okay, so my question for you is, what are you thankful for? Since it is November, it is the month of thankfulness.
A time to be thankful. What am I thankful for? I am so thankful for my family. My foundation is my family.
Yes.
I am so, like, that is my, I forgot what the word is. I forgot. It'll come back to me.
Okay.
But I love my family. I also love my friends. I'm also very thankful for the people who have chosen to, like, stay here with me throughout
I love
this
you.
entire time. Like, I can name off a few, but obviously, like, you are one. But, like, it takes a lot of people to really, like, invest in me, because when they meet me, my energy's so, like, you know.
Yeah, I love you so
But
much.
also, that's you, and I'm like,
I was like, girl, what you mean?
I love you.
I'm like, your energy is like so good.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm just really thankful for a lot of the people who have, like, rode with me here, because being older now, you kind of see who's in your circle and who's not. So I'm, like, thankful for people who've kind of, like, been always there to support me, even when I make the wrong decisions. Like, that's huge to me. Like, they're gonna watch me, they're gonna support me, but there's, like, even when I made wrong decisions, they were like, nope, that's not okay, you know, but then they still love me through it, and they're like, hey, nah, you know. But most importantly, I'm so thankful for the fact that I love God. God is, like, my number one pillar. And I grew up as a Christian, but there was a time where I stopped going to church, and I stopped, you know, listening to the Word of God. But I'm so thankful because I just recently found Him again just a couple years back. And that just kind of showed me, like, I'm so thankful because I have a
Amen.
foundation and a pillar, and I can be a reflection of Him. And this is who I want to be, and I'm going to continue to be unapologetically that. And just be like that for everyone around me. But those are the top 3 things that I'm thankful for, although I'm thankful for a lot. That's just me at the top of my head. What about you?
Same. I feel like there's so many things to be thankful for, especially for the past 365 days. I'm thankful for my family, obviously. I love my family. I miss them so much. Moving across the country, being away from everyone, it's a big sacrifice. But I think, you know, with the mentality that we have, we know why we're here, you know? It's like we're here to do better, be better, and make moves, right? Very thankful for my fiance. Hello, my husband. Oh my God.
Oh, she's married now.
I'm married now.
Married. Oh, goodness.
If you haven't already seen, yes. So, I'm very thankful for Santi. So I didn't even say his name until now. I'm very thankful for Santi. He's been phenomenal. He's been, I think, such a big support and such a great, like, what do you call it? Like, such a big development in my life. Things I didn't realize about myself, things I thought I knew, and then I clearly did not know, you know, in life. I think another thing I'm grateful for is my job. Bro, being unemployed like 2-3 times in the span of 1 year is such a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
So, like, literally, I was praying. I was like, God, I don't know if it's your plan, but if you're going to give me this job, I'd be grateful. And he gave me a job. I mean, it took like 2 months-ish.
And it was your dream job. I remember this conversation.
Yes!
Like, you guys, she was praying for this job for like 3 or 4 months.
For a fat minute.
A long time. And it was just like, you went through so many hurdles.
I did.
And it was so hard, but I'm sure you're thankful for it now. You know, you learned a lot.
Oh
and
my
like, now
God.
you landed your dream job.
Yes, I'm actually
Girl.
super happy. I love where I work.
Yeah.
It's such a great space, and just I feel like it's the most perfect place for me. So yeah, just really grateful for my job. Like, you know, having money, getting that thing, you know, having money is a big deal. Money makes the world go round. It doesn't make you completely happy, but it helps. And then I would say, I don't know, everything I'm so grateful for, but there was one more thing that
I'm thankful for you.
Girl, I'm thankful for you.
Thank you for pouring your cup into me.
Girl, same. I feel like we should really also, I really want to point that out. I'm going to put this out here on the podcast because some of you guys are like, I know some of you guys probably watching like, who is this person? So I know, so Nikki and I, obviously we met in LA, and for those of you guys who know, but I truly, truly am thankful for Nikki. Like, Nikki has gotten me out of some crazy ass situations, and not just that, but just being such a good friend. I feel like growing up, Nikki and I are very similar, if you guys can tell. We're so enthusiastic. Our character is like, like, we're all over the place. And, like, I feel like we do have a lot of energy, and not a lot of people can handle that. It's not a bad thing, but not a lot of people would like that either. You know, some people are like, she's too loud, you know? And I get that, and I felt like that my whole life. And we talked about that, too. We were like, wow, like, I remember that, I'm going to put this out there. Nikki called me the first time, I think we hung out or whatever, the next day, and she was like, I'm so sorry if I was so loud yesterday. I was like, I'm on the phone, like, why is she apologizing? I'm like, why are you apologizing? I'm like, girl, you good. And she's like, I'm just so loud. And I'm like, girl, that's a good thing. I'm like, why you? And it just shows, you know, like, we are obviously, like, we not a bad thing, but we obviously, we're big lovers. We love being with people. We love people, whether they're like us or not. And sometimes when we're in a space with other people, even though we're nice and we're very, like, receptive to people, when they react, we see that.
Yeah.
We're not going to be like, oh, you don't like me, but we're going to be like, oh, okay, time to dim down.
Yeah, dim your light a little bit.
Yeah, dim the light
a
a little bit, quiet myself down. And that's not bad, but it's like, but we shouldn't necessarily have to do that either, right? Because it's your personality. It's who you are, right? You should be.
I learned that, not this year, but just like late last year.
Yes.
I was like, there was this one time, and I was around people that were like, you got too lit, or you were too crazy. Like, were you drunk? And I'm like, I'm not drunk.
Girl, you wasn't lit enough.
A good time. Like, and my voice projects, and, you know, and I'm just, I felt so bad. And I'm
Girl,
like, I feel so bad for
be
being
you
myself.
unapologetically Nikki, unapologetically Asian.
There was just this time where I was just like, you know what? F this. I'm like, if you can't deal with me, even though I love you so much and I accept you for who you are, because you're so quiet, or you don't talk a lot, or you don't go out as much, but I still pour into you. If you can't accept that, then that means you're not enough for me.
Yeah, like, if they can't give you half back.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. If you can't accept me.
Yeah.
Being myself and giving you light and sunshine.
Yeah. Like, I'm a flower that needs love too. I like to shower everybody with love, but I need a little love too.
Exactly. Like, just love me. Dang.
Just a little bit. I feel like Nikki and I are always like, hey, did you get fed today? Did you get water today?
Yeah.
Oh, you already water?
Water you.
Okay, well, here's some more water.
Okay, let me just caress your leaves a little bit. Go like this.
Affirm you. Affirm how you doing today.
Yes, exactly.
But yeah, no, I feel like that's something I also really want to point out.
Yes. Another thing that we just learned is that. Do you know what I'm thinking about?
Oh my God, dude.
We have the same middle name.
Middle name.
Mong. This is crazy. I learned this on your wedding day. Like,
yeah, we were literally eating dinner, and we had to take our IDs because we ordered beer. And then I'm like, oh yeah, like 𝗙𝗀𝗶𝗆, and then she's like, what?
I was like, huh?
She's like, that's your middle name?
Yeah, and she was like, yeah, it's the Mong Ling one. And then I was like,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. I'm just
yes. And I was like, no way.
Yeah, and we just that was such
it's wild.
like we looked at each other in the eyes and we were so connected. Like I was so connected. You know how like the Avatar,
yes,
they connect their hairs and they're like bonded. I felt like I was like, damn, we're really the same person.
It's wild. I feel like I feel like there's so many times we're just like, what? For real?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are the coincidences? Like, Nikki and I are super similar. We act pretty much the same. We're into the same things, you know. And then boom, now we have the same middle name. Like, what the?
From now on, y'all can call her 𝗙𝗀𝗆, and you can call me 𝗙𝗀𝗆.
𝗙𝗀𝗆. You could call us the 𝗙𝗀𝗆s.
The 𝗙𝗀𝗆.
Yes, it's gonna be a whole song. That's gonna be our next jingle. But yeah,
I'm so thankful for you too, Kalina. You continuously, you know, like I feel like we balance each other.
Yeah.
And I know, like the thing is, I know you appreciate me. That's the one thing that I could recognize from you, and I love that. Yeah. And I hope that you know that I appreciate you. Yeah. You know, like,
girl,
you poured into me. You are my source. You've become a source of confidence for me, and I can't thank you enough about, like, just with that, because just like that, you know, I'd call you and apologize, and you're just like, stop saying sorry. Like, you say sorry one more time, I'm not gonna forgive you.
Girl?
You know? Stop. And I'm just like, okay, like, okay.
Like, you're right. Okay.
I'm like, are you mad? And you're like, stop.
Like, I'm not mad. I just want you to be you, and don't be bad about it.
And so, I'm so thankful for you. Thank you for teaching me confidence. Thank you for teaching me how to love myself. Thank you for teaching me about how not to give a fuck.
Yes.
Like,
that's hard.
It's hard.
It is hard.
And to also really like watch my circle. Watch how people treat you. Watch how people talk to you.
Yeah.
Because you're so giving. You can be so blindsided because people don't treat you right, and you know, because you have this history or love for them, and they've done things for you, does not make it okay for them to treat you wrong in that moment or whatever. And I learned that the hard way, but like, thank you for being such a big foundation for that, and I can't thank you enough.
Girl, I love you. It's because I was trying to get you in my circle, and I was like, hey, if she gonna be in my circle, she might not have enough time for all these other people. As I'm just saying, because we got a lot of work to do.
Yes. There's a lot of work. There's still a lot of work to be done in friendships, you know?
So, oh, sorry, I'm like, well, the camera's died. But yeah, so basically, I would say the one thing that I really, really love and appreciate this year, which I felt like I could really be, was myself, because I found people and friends who actually were like down to go clubbing with me. Also were down to get extra as fuck with me. Like back in the days, and I used to ask people about that, like people would just be like, okay, like they would be like, okay, are we going casual or are you gonna show up extra? Yeah. Like it used to be like stuff like that, and it was like joking, you know, but I was still like, damn, like me being me was a problem. So thankful for the right people in the right corners, and nothing against anybody else from before. Like, much love and appreciation to them. They were just probably not my people, you know, and that's okay.
And you found people on your same vibration levels.
God was just like, boop, here's another one just like you, and I was like, oh, and like I said, crazy, because we're both from the Midwest. We're both literally only like not even a year or two apart.
Yeah, wait. Yeah. You're
like a year? I think we're only,
a year and a half.
So it's crazy how similar like our stories are. Like we literally have the same mentality, right? Come out here, do something, and now we're doing a podcast. So here we are.
I also want to say another thing that I'm thankful for, and this could be quick, but I'm so thankful for my exes.
She said, thank you. Next.
I am so thankful for my exes. Like,
why? Tell us why.
I just learned so much being with someone. I learned a lot about what love is not.
Yeah.
I don't.
That happens.
To this day, I don't know what pure love is. Pure love to me is like family, my mother, God, right? You, children. That is pure love. But I certainly learned what love is not. I'm just really glad that all my exes taught me what I should not have. And I'm sure they're thankful for me too. You know, like it's a two-way street. I was not like I'm sure I wasn't the best girlfriend growing up. I was young, I was stupid, I was naive, I was stubborn, I was very stubborn. And I've learned not to be like that just because, you know, like I also have to respect my man and people just in general. I can't be like that. But I'm just mostly thankful because they taught me what I should not handle, what I should not allow in my life. But also they also taught me how to love myself even more and more and more. And I feel like I wouldn't be who I am today without them. So thank you.
Thank you,
all exes. You guys. For breaking my heart and not breaking my heart.
Breaking your heart and nothing else.
Lessons learned, and I hope I was your lesson learned too.
I bet it was a beautiful lesson, and I bet you're probably thinking like, "Hey, but is you single still?"
Still single.
She said, "I'm like it."
And just loving me.
Yes.
Being the best person I could be.
Yes. I love that for you, though.
Thank you.
Thank you to our exes.
But man, speaking of being thankful, this time of the year, man, I miss home. I miss the cooking and all the meals.
yeah.
Oh,
home cooked food is so good.
Yeah. Like, the one thing that I miss is 𝗙𝗙𝗶𝗍.
Ooh, that's a good one.
It's so good. Sweet pork. It's so bomb.
It's like a dish with like eggs. Mm-hmm. It's a sweet dish. It's a sweet dish with like chicken.
Yeah.
Eggs.
No. It doesn't have chicken.
𝗙𝗙𝗶𝗍? Isn't that the one with the egg?
It's with the eggs, but they put pork in it.
It's pork.
Yeah.
It's pork. It's not chicken. Sorry. Disregard. It's pork. Yeah. It is pork. I remember that.
It's so good.
Dude, it's so good.
I think for my brother, he would say that that's his favorite dish that I would make. I could hands down say that. Adam, if you're watching, if we were in a contest and they were to ask you, like, they were to ask me what your favorite dish is that I make, I would say my sweet pork.
Wait, so you said that's the dish you miss the most?
I miss the most, yeah, like, just at home, like my grandmother, and then would always make it. Also, crab legs. Oh, gosh.
Dude, crab legs?
Growing up, I never ate crab legs or, like, lobster. Because, you know, like, we grew up so poor, and, like, they worked so hard for their money, and we would get turkey and everything, but, like, just recently, you know, now that our uncles and our aunties are older, we're all older now, we could pitch in to, like, get a really great meal.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was such a privilege to eat crab legs.
Aww.
It was, like, a thing, and it was a tradition.
I love that for you. It wasn't
like let's just go buy some crab legs and make family dinner on a Thursday night. No, it was we're feasting and we're gonna feed everyone on this tradition, on this holiday. So it meant the world to me when we ate crab legs. I actually busted on hives the next day.
Oh, she said those crab legs were so good.
The freaking sauce was amazing. My grandmother's sauce,
bomb.
So good.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yes. Thank you, Tatay.
Thank you, Tay.
What about you?
My favorite meal. Okay, I say turkey. Obviously, I love turkey. I think that's a default. But if I had to pick, I think my favorite Thanksgiving meal would be. I don't know, man. It's turkey. It's turkey. It's just turkey, guatzal, and rice, man.
Oh my gosh! You cannot forget about the guatzal. Oh, there was always egg rolls at every single meal too. Although I never really liked egg rolls.
Yeah, I like egg rolls, but if I had to pick, I prefer spring rolls.
Yeah, spring rolls.
But egg rolls are more, to be fair, they're technically more fulfilling because they're like warm and But I do like spring rolls. They taste healthier.
I just never really liked egg rolls because I hate carrots.
All right, that makes sense. I can't believe she don't like carrots. She don't like carrots, y'all.
Don't ever feed me
Drop
carrots.
carrot emojis.
I will
Just
choke
kidding.
on.
If I see more than 5 carrot emojis under our I will do 50 push-ups. Just kidding, not 50. Okay, I'll do 20 push-ups, 25 push-ups. Ain't nobody wants to see me do push-ups, I know, but if you guys really put 5 carrots, I would do them 25 push-ups. Just for y'all. And I'll eat a carrot while I'm doing it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know, like, carrots just aren't my thing.
Why? Is it because of the way they taste? I mean, obviously it's the way they taste.
So there's like a handful of reasons. I don't like carrots because it smells like Play-Doh. It just does. Don't ask me why. It just does.
I'm gonna go smell my carrots now.
Go take a carrot, just smell it, and just smell it. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Smell something else, and then sniff it again. It'll smell like Play-Doh, and it also smells like rubber, and it tastes like rubber. It feels like rubber when you're like crunching into it, and like when you bend it, it's like rubber.
It's funny that you're like saying all this stuff because it is. It's like it's bendy, and I'm sitting here like, but that's a carrot.
I'm like shivering.
That's how a carrot is.
And then like,
but no, that
another
makes
thing is,
sense.
it's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy.
It's fuzzy.
Girl, what kind of carrots you be eating? Don't you shed that? You don't be shedding carrots?
Not when I was a kid. I ate one carrot when I was a kid, and I was like, nope.
Girl, what kind of carrots
Never
did they give
again.
you as a child?
Baby carrots.
Just a baby. I don't blame you. Maybe you're one of those people too, because I heard that people also have like some people have like a certain taste buds or whatever. Like when they eat cilantro or taste cilantro, it tastes like soap. Like some people have that where like their taste buds when they eat certain foods, they get So like there's actually a handful of people who cannot like eat like cilantro, I think, because it tastes like soap or it's like for them they don't like it.
Wow.
Yeah, there's it's like that with other food too.
That's true. Yeah, this is like the second time. There was like 2 people in 1 year that told me that they didn't like cilantro. And I was like, what? Cilantro's the best.
It's weird. It has like a fresh minty kinda, but also like it does feel very earthy.
Yes.
It's like you're eating a little tree.
The ground.
Oh my goodness.
Dang, I wonder what other people, what other foods people don't like because of a certain smell or a certain taste or texture.
I just know cilantro's the one.
What do you? I know you're a picky eater. You're a picky eater. What do you not like eating?
I do not like ketchup, mustard, mayo. Most sauces I don't like. I like sweet and sour sauce. Like that's a pretty good default. Like at McDonald's I like that. At Burger King I like that. I'm a picky eater, girl. I don't like tomatoes either. I also didn't like a lot of things, but now that I'm getting older, my palate is more expanded.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting more cultured. I'm more willing to eat things. Also, I feel like I'm more willing to eat things when I'm hungry as fuck.
Ooh,
like when I'm hungry as hell, if there's like a whole plate of things and I know I only want one thing, I'll be like, but those beans kind of look good. And I'm like, I would not eat that, but I'm hungry today, so this might actually be good. But it's funny, like I don't like eating those things alone, but if you like for example, I did not know, like sounds so funny and dumb, but I used to eat like McDonald's burgers all the time, and it wasn't until like one day that I was like, oh, it tastes kind of like celery, right? And I opened it and I'm like, oh my god, there's ketchup inside. Well, duh, there's ketchup inside, but like I don't eat ketchup. Like I don't like dip ketchup and stuff. I don't like dip things in ketchup. So when I ate like this burger, I didn't think like McDonald's is McDonald's. You're not like, what's in McDonald's? You're just like, it's McDonald's. So I used to eat it and I'm like, oh my god, there's like mayo, there's mustard and ketchup in this, and that's literally the only way I'll eat it. Like I only ever eat it if it's like from an actual like fast food restaurant. But if we're like at a cookout, no, that's just gonna be burger, lettuce, and patty.
And a patty.
And
a bun.
Yeah.
Girl, you are so picky. She is a plain ass eater. For that, I'm just owning you.
Hey. I'm the easiest person to feed, I think. I'm just kidding. I'm the cheapest person. I may not be the easiest, but I'm the cheapest person to feed.
That's true. And the thing is, she's easy too. It could be hard. People think it's hard, but she's actually easy to feed.
I've tried to make people's lives easy by knowing that it was difficult. So if I know I'm going to go somewhere and people are not going to have I'll eat beforehand. Or I'll bring my own food. Or I'll potluck it. I'll be like, hey, guess what? I brought fried rice. Even though y'all got all this other food. You know?
It's so funny because for your birthday party, we were trying to get you a cake. and your cake is still sitting over there. I got
But I see it. I was like, they're really trying to kill this cake. A for effort.
Sarah had some the other night. But
Damn, respect.
like, I haven't even eaten that cake because I'm not a big cake person either. But like, we were like, gosh, we have to get her a cake. And then Tiffany was like, which is it? And I'm like, I don't know. Santi just said vanilla. And so we went to Ralph's. And we were like, yo, hey, guy. We're like,
we need a cake.
A vanilla cake. He goes, oh, yeah, yo, we got vanilla over there. But then there's like marble. It's like marble. And then there's like almond. And we're like, no, just vanilla. And then
just straight up.
I was like, Santi, take pictures. I'm like, is this one good? He goes, no, just plain vanilla. And I was like, just plain vanilla. I was like, I know this girl is so picky, but it's basic. But it's so picky. He was like, the guy was like, oh no,
he's so phenomenal. He was like, he was like, I feel like I was like bridezilla to Nikki. He was like, I was trying to make sure I'm an extra ass girl. I love my fiance. I give him so much props because I feel like most of the time I'm just dragging him around. But yeah, he told me, he was like, I was like, no, not that cake. Like, she doesn't like choice liches. Like, and he was all like, no. And he's like, I was being bridezilla, but I feel so bad. I'm like, no. I'm like,
no, it was fine. Like, I don't want to get a cake that she's not going to eat or try or at least like, you know. And then
I love y'all so much.
With the fruit cake that was like white on the inside.
It was beautiful. It was a beautiful cake with like.
Did you eat it?
I didn't get a bite.
Me neither.
But yeah, I was so lit that night. I was so lit. I ate everything else. But the cake.
Ooh, the food for your party was bomb.
It was bomb.
I got a video of it.
Yes.
Damn.
I was like, unfortunately, most of it came out.
Yes.
That night.
Oh, yeah. Like puking left and right.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, y'all.
That's how you know the birthday went down right?
So funny. For her birthday, we have a friend named Grant. Grant is my best friend.
Grant gave us this wine.
Grant, he left early. We thought he left early without saying goodbye, right? But I remember during the night, he goes, Nikki, I need to use the bathroom. I'm like, oh, shoot, the bathroom is used. We have a bathroom outside. And he never made it back in. And the next day,
this is a whole day. Like, we already had the party. I went home. I said goodbye. I hugged everybody.
Yeah. And then the next day at like 5 p.m., he FaceTimes me and he goes, what happened last night at Kalina's party? I woke up at 3 a.m. and my puke in your bushes in the back.
Oh my God, Grant! Oh!
So like the whole time when like he was gone, and
we were like, he went home.
He was in the bushes in the back of my fucking yard.
Bro, nobody, Grant.
He was like, yeah, at 3 a.m. I just woke up and like did the walk of shame going up the hill back home because he
said, I'm not even gonna go inside the house. He said, I'm just gonna go home. Yeah. He said, all right, time to. Props to Grant. Oh my God. I feel so bad for him. Yeah. But now we know. Watch your friends. Make sure.
Watch your friends.
Check your backyards just in case.
I feel bad because I was like, yeah, just go outside. There's a bathroom out there. But
hey, that's how you know it was lit, right? Right?
Yeah. He would be the friend. He would be the friend to wake up in the bushes, though. Like, hey, that is so Grant.
You live to tell the story. The parties were lit.
Yeah.
The parties were lit. I love you, Grant, though. I'm glad he was okay. Yeah. I'm glad he was all right. And that he woke up at 3 a.m. and was like, okay, I'm going to go home.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yes, I was like, I think that's pretty much everything for today.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yes. So I would just thank you guys so much for joining us again for our 3rd episode. It's so crazy that we are constantly doing this. We're uploading every other Monday. You guys are supporting us. We love you guys. We hit 100 followers on Instagram. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for the follow. Thank you everyone for the love and support and all the messages too. Like, thank you for reaching out to us, and we want to be that pillar that you know, like that vessel for you guys. So continue to let us know what you guys want to hear, and also give us a thumbs up, subscribe.
Yes. Turn on your notification bell so you get all of Asian party things. And yeah. Don't forget, though, for our next episode on November 28th, we'll actually be doing a virtual Hmong New Year. So join us. We'll be in Hmong clothes, and we'll be sharing all Hmong things. So this will be a little bit for our Hmong people. But yeah. Oh, my God. All right. I guess we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
All right. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for watching. See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, 生哈利。